Citizens of the Reject Nation, we may look holly jolly, but we're going spooky. We both had a different read. I definitely see this as ParaNorman color, but also Halloween, so here we are combined. Christmas ParaNorman. We don't know anything about this movie. We literally just turned on the screen, and Andrew said, looks Tim Burton-y.
It does, but you know, I'm not going to read too much, but it does say from the makers of Coraline. I've never seen Coraline, but I've told you this a million times, and I've told you guys this a million times. When I do work out, which I know I'm not seeing results yet, but still one day maybe, we'll see. But anyways, when I do work out, one day we'll see
I'm
results.
feeling, man. No, it's the winter.
I do listen to Danny Elfman radio when I'm in the gym. I highly advise it in Pandora. It really motivates you. I'm telling you, it's the best music to listen to. I've heard the Coraline music so many times. It's so damn good.
It's your vibe. When you watch it, when you finally see it, you're these cues.
This is what it's from. Yeah, I've actually done that where I've heard music from movies I've never seen. Then when I watch the movie, I was like, that's what that part of the movie's from.
And he's about to have that because I'm sure he's heard some ParaNorman music and didn't even realize it because it's probably on that channel. If you've seen this movie and you think we're fools, how did we get this far in life? It's only been 2 years. But let us know in the comments below what you thought of ParaNorman. Let us also know what in this vein you'd like us to check out next. Leave a like on this video, leave comments, leave subscriptions, leave things as you watch, but also leave your thanks to the fine folks over at Prepper, without whom this is impossible. Also, the fine folks over at the Patreon, those good, sexy rejects that keep our lights on, keep us employed, keep us happy. Thank you. If you want to become a super sexy reject, head on over to Patreon where you can watch this in its entirety, as well as exclusive watch-alongs that Greg and John do over there. Without further ado, let's get paranormal, I assume, with Norman, with ParaNorman. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, I love the old feature representation intros.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that.
Already got my attention.
Seriously, I forgot those two words existed anymore.
They can pair them together?
Ooh, I'm loving this music too.
I feel like this is like cool grown up teenage boy version of Coraline.
I'm sure there's some inspiration. I mean, if it's Coraline too, I know that's.
I like the jump.
Here's Frankenstein. Oh.
Him just posing in the dark.
I love how she's just screaming, no running. There we go.
What's happening now?
The zombie is eating her head, Grandma.
That's not very nice. What's he doing that for?
'Cause he's a zombie? That's what they do.
He's gonna ruin his dinner. Sure, if they just bothered to sit down and talk it through, it'd be a different story.
Totally agree.
Fit, you stupid!
Hey, what you watching in there?
Some violence.
Can't you be like other kids your age and pitch a tent in the yard or have a healthy interest in carpentry?
Thought you said kids my age were too busy shoplifting and joyriding.
Poor man. It's like,
Dude, the stop motion's great.
Yeah, I was just noticing how beautiful the plastic looked.
ew. Watch it. Courtney, be nice.
Grandma says, can you turn up the heating? Her feet are cold.
Now, Perry.
Is Grandma dead?
Your grandmother is dead!
He sees dead people.
Oh.
Then why do you keep on talking to her?
Because she talks back?
It's a casual Sixth Sense.
I swear, she talks to me all the time.
Oh, yeah? Prove it.
She said it's not very ladylike to hide photos of the high school quarterback with his shirt off in your underwear drawer.
I knew it! You were the worst! Norman, I know you and Grandma were very close, but we all have to move on. Grandma's in a better place now.
No, she's not. She's in the living room.
Your grandmother was old and sick and she died. That's all there is to it.
Shot of his stomach.
And hers.
This is just part.
It's so good.
Stop indulging him. I'm nothing if I'm not liberal, but that limp-wristed hippie garbage needs to be nipped in the bud. This behavior might be okay with your side of the Sandra. People talk. They do.
No one can relate to me.
I like how we open with just establishing he can talk to dead people. Like, it's not like a twist later.
Yeah, it's like Sixth Sense and Beetlejuice in a sense.
But right up top.
Yeah, for sure.
If that crazy old tramp has been around here putting ideas in Norman's head,
No.
So they're talking like the kids aren't in the house.
Right.
I bet he doesn't even know what Norman looks like.
I'm trying to place those voices. They sound so familiar.
Jeff Garlin definitely is the
Oh,
dad.
great call.
His voice I could never forget.
And George of the Jungle, Judd Apatow's wife.
Leslie Mann.
Sounds a lot like Leslie Mann, but I don't know if it is.
I think you're right. Good one. You're right.
I think it is.
See, that's why
Powers combined.
we complete each other. The
Geek
Geek
Jacks.
Jacks. That's cool.
Want. I love it. What a great way to establish so many things. Like, he's trapped how he looks. He wants to do different. Like, he can't. That's such a fun little beat. $2.3 million LA home.
Yeah, right?
Good morning.
Someone die on that bike.
Good morning. Sorry, I gotta run. Oh,
That's cool that he can see dead people, but the problem is with the living people, he's going to be viewed.
And there's so many more dead. Like, I can't even imagine how full that town is. Dead.
hey there, little buddy. Come on.
See, this is what I was just talking about.
Yeah, but I just think how great. Oof. Just the volume of dead.
Hi, Mrs. Hardman. You look nice today. I
Nice
like
try.
what you've done with your hair.
Does anyone smell burning?
Hey, peace, man.
Well, the title now makes a lot of sense.
Paranormal Norman.
Yo, Norman, you playing hooky?
No, I'm just late for the school.
All the different decades. It's great.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you don't.
Great place to hang.
Ah,
So
nice
this is
pun.
like Salem.
Yeah, I would have.
It's got Salem vibes.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh, I miss Salem Halloween. It used to be fun.
Watch and learn. Parking violation is my middle name. Really?
I'm loving the aesthetics and the look of this, though. It looks so cool.
Yeah, the textures are beautiful and the detail. It's crazy.
Oh yeah,
The work that goes into this.
You can tell a lot of care and hard work was put in.
Oh, this is Salem. I know this view.
Hopefully, we don't have to see the Sanderson sisters here.
It is that vibe, though. That fun spooky.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh, the pariah.
He does talk to people that aren't there.
Very true.
To them. Or to them.
I'd say just. Oh. Is there one person in the school who understands you?
I hope so. Where are they? Is it the janitor?
Michael Myers type of shot.
Very much like beside the bush and then
Yeah.
back behind.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's
seeing his grandma's the least of his worries.
so mean.
Oh, he just keeps it in his locker. That's so sad.
Oh, okay.
Help out the homie.
What do you want, Alvin?
Why don't you go see some more ghosts, goober? Hey, Norman. Talk to that. So, Alvin. Right? That was good. That was funny, yeah.
Flies don't talk.
You stink of illiteracy! Don't any of you know anything about the history of this town? What is it now, Selma?
Why is the witch always a hideous old crone with a pointy hat and a broomstick? I don't believe it's historically accurate, Miss Henchard.
Go watch Hocus Pocus. Not all of them.
Let's try it again. Top of page 6, Norman.
The founding fathers of Blythe Hollow discovered an evil witch amongst them.
It's mouthing the words. This is good.
They put her on trial and hanged her. The vengeful witch cursed her accusers, 7 of them in all, to die a horrible and gruesome death.
This is very Shakespearean.
Their souls doomed to an eternity of damnation.
Just like that.
Now, I want you to try that again, but with conviction.
Good luck following that.
And I won't have this turn out like that wretched kabuki daba.
Whoa.
Cool. Cool use of the medium. Oh, that looks so surreal with actual tangible materials coming through. That's sick. That's why he just keeps it in the locker.
I keep telling you, Neil, I like to be alone.
So do I. Let's do it together.
Oh, what a cutie.
You shouldn't let them get you down. They always do stuff like that to me.
Why?
Because I'm fat, and I have a lunchbox with a kitten on it, and I have irritable bowel syndrome. I guess there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Doesn't it bother you?
Nah, you can't stop bullying. It's part of human nature. If you were bigger and more stupid, you'd probably be a bully too. Survival of the thickest.
That statue just pissed at us.
You know who I am?
The weird, stinky old bum who lives up the hill?
I was asking him.
Yeah, I know. I was told not to talk to you. Sorry.
And you know why you're not supposed to talk to me?
John Goodman?
Oh, yeah, good catch, quick.
I can see ghosts too. And I know that's not all you've been seeing lately, is it? Bad omens. And I'll bet no one told you about the witch's curse, did they?
Actually, we're learning about it in school.
Oh, I'm a tree!
The witch's curse is real, and you're the one who has to stop it.
Oh, I wonder why he's responsible.
This is the most important thing of all. You
Leave him alone. Don't make me throw this hummus.
Yeah, little man.
This ain't done with. You'll see it soon enough. Watch for the sign.
I'd say Norman would be freaked out right now, but he's also the kid that talks to dead people.
Yeah, I feel like on the scale of weird, this is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Jeez, what a dirty old creep.
He's my uncle.
Oh.
So, is it true? What? Can you see ghosts like everywhere all the time?
Yeah.
Awesome. Ooh, do you think you can see my dog Bub? He was ran over by an animal rescue van. Tragic and ironic. We buried him in the yard. Could you see him?
Maybe.
Sweet, come on.
I love the
Aw.
facial emoting from his characters.
I love that he thinks it's cool, not scary.
We're gonna go play with the dead dog in the garden, and we're not even gonna have to dig him up first.
Digging what? What? What'd you say? Isn't he that weird kid?
Small town, Coy.
Yep, this is how it is.
Can you stop doing that? It's kind of
I
stupid.
think it's funny as
Now
Big
listen
Brother's
to
a
me.
jock.
You
Everything
don't need
he
to be
does.
hanging out with weird people, okay? That's a tip.
Don't blow this for me, Mitch. This one's not weird. He talks to dead people.
I love how he's not judgmental. And also,
Yeah. Oh.
You there? How's he look?
Good.
Sniffs his own butt.
Can he feel if I pet him?
Yeah, I guess.
Bubby wubby boo.
Maybe the butt.
That's not his chin.
Go get it.
He can't fetch it, you know.
Yeah, well, it's still fun. Good boy.
It's a great metaphor for the whole character. Yeah, well, it's still fun.
Why don't you try?
Curious how Norman got this ability.
Here, you go first.
No, you try. I already went like 50 times. You get the stick, you pull back, and you throw it.
It's like a rubber band.
Oh,
Neil?
ParaNorman.
Sorry.
He fetched.
I fetched
Yes.
it. Are you okay?
Becoming besties.
Doesn't he realize we're running out of...
Is he being possessed or something? Whoa.
Cool.
No.
It's a family thing.
Not yet.
I think it said spelling bee next Wednesday, but spelled Wednesday wrong, which, if it was, is a great joke.
Of course, I would not see that, but I'm glad you saw that.
It was like 2 frames, but it's a good joke.
Good detail, too.
and rise from your graves as the living dead. Your souls doomed to an eternity of damnation.
Wonder if Norman really wants to stab him.
Kill the witch!
Gosh, aren't they adorable?
She's
Dad's not even filming.
Kill the witch! Kill the witch! Kill the witch! Kill the witch! Kill the witch!
Real owl or dead owl?
I don't know, but he might have a letter to Hogwarts.
I think he's earned it.
What?
Dead owl.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like he would lose that.
A full-on owl on his head.
Yeah.
Oh, reality's slipping and slipping.
Not again.
That's such a cool effect.
Like I was thinking in my head, it might be a good idea to hold off talking to dead people when you're around people who are alive, just to not be judged. But like in this scenario, this is hard.
What do you even do?
What do you do?
Also, he doesn't want to be rude.
Yeah, true. Good point. And
I feel
think
like
about that.
his kind heart is what.
That's a good point too. I didn't think about that.
Nobody else can see you, only him.
Who cares if you're judged by the living?
Yeah. Who needs him?
Dude, this is freaky visual.
Hey, buddy. Are you okay?
Oh my god.
I love the music.
The dead are coming! Norman!
Poor kid. Checks the script.
Who said we could improvise?
No.
Yes! The tree told me!
Favorite joke so far. Aww.
In a town that already views him as a weirdo.
Yeah, he's full on pariah now.
This is where it stops. It's one thing being a mental case in front of your family.
Oh.
You are grounded. Do you hear me?
It's ridiculous. I wish everyone could see what I see and ask to be born this way.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. How do you get that
Yeah,
ability?
and when did he find out?
You know, sometimes people say things that seem mean, but they do it because they're afraid.
He's my dad. He shouldn't be afraid of me.
He's not afraid of you. He's afraid for you.
That's amazing that they got the shadow too.
I can't even imagine. I was just thinking the work and effort went in every single frame of this. The mirrors, the details, the rack focus, like.
Oh, is he trying to figure out how to spell his own name?
Oh, that's funny if that's the case.
I guess maybe we know who misspelled Wednesday.
Not spelling bee champ.
I get it that he struggles to spell other words, but his own name? Whoa.
Is he gonna form something?
Like a mummy.
Whoa, that's a cool effect.
It's like, that's right, but you show that turd who's boss.
Yeah, who does number 2 work for?
Whoa.
You died?
Yeah, but I got unfinished business here.
Oh, couldn't you use another stall?
My ghost isn't going anywhere until I pass on my duty to another, and that would be you.
Duty.
It has to be you.
I don't know what any of it means.
It means the past is coming back to haunt you. Time is running out.
These transitions are insane.
A ghost is going to wake up, and when she does, she'll raise the dead.
Just conceiving these shots, just the ideas in them.
Honestly, if I were Norma, I'd be like, good, I want the dead to be conceived. Then I won't be looked at as a psychopath anymore.
But are they safe? Because this looks dangerous.
That's a good point, too.
Read from the book at the spot the witch was buried.
What book?
The one in my hands.
Where my body is laying.
Yeah.
And me that's at home in my study starting to smell a little funny. Get the book and read from it before the sun sets tonight.
But this is crazy.
Do I look crazy to you? Tell me you'll do this.
I
swear.
You mean like the F word?
Some good sneaky jokes in there.
I promise.
Yeah, because when you're that young,
No, Mr. Prendergast, wait!
Sorry, kid, I'm done here. I'm free.
he means literally.
Oh, he passed on. Now he doesn't have to.
Unfinished business is done.
You can't leave now. Please. I don't understand.
Oh,
Can't deny that.
he's gonna need a good chiropractor now.
Hey, what's the big deal?
Don't get your bra in a twist, fat boy. This has nothing to do with you, so keep out of my way.
Or what?
Or, I'll punch you in the...
Is that,
McLovin?
McLovin?
Chris
I love how we've thought
At the
about that
same
same
moment.
time.
Yeah, Chris Mintz-Plasse.
Yeah.
You're dead, freak show! Do you hear me? D-E-D, dead!
Love how we both went to McLovin at the same time too.
Yeah, I didn't pull Ploss until after I said McLovin out loud. D-E-D, dead.
That's a line that reminds me of Violator in Spawn 97.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you're dead, D-E-D, dead.
I haven't thought of that movie in some years.
It's one of my favorite comic book performances. John Leguizamo
He's
as
so good in
Violator.
that.
Oh.
Movie, hit or miss, but he's great in it.
I actually like the rated R director's cut, but
Like Daredevil, where the director's cut's a whole different movie.
that's a whole different movie. But yes, I do love that movie. Kill me in the comments if you want, but I love that Daredevil director's
I
cut.
do too, unironically. I like how he's embraced the dead.
Yeah. We were talking about Halloween
Oh,
earlier.
that's so good.
Yes.
How'd they get the rights to that?
I don't know what studio. Oh, we were talking about that. Was that the specific? Well, that wasn't that specific shot. We were talking about the bush shot, but that's another shot.
But they're honoring some classics.
Right, and he's wearing the Jason.
I've kind of got other things on my mind
Mike Myers,
right now.
but then
Is it all that Walking Dead stuff again?
Can't license a hockey mask.
He says the witch's curse is real, and I have to go up to the old graveyard and stop it before the sun sets tonight.
So this movie's Season of the Witch, Halloween 3.
Rob Zombie made a claymation movie?
Let's go home, Neil. I'm better off on my own anyway. Go home.
Work with That's happened to me before.
Climbed a gate and it opens.
Yeah, like, oh, I should have probably used that.
You know, by rights, I'm supposed to be frolicking in paradise.
What her unfinished business is.
She's got to watch the entire MCU with him.
Naturally.
So why did you stay?
I was never one for frolicking, but
Oh.
there's no cable or canasta up there either. Besides, I promised I'd always look out for you.
So it's your duty.
In a manner of speaking.
And you do it no matter what.
Of course.
Even if it was something really scary.
There's nothing wrong with being scared, so long as you don't let it change who you are.
Good messaging.
Yeah, I'm stuck on Land Patrol. Tonight's gonna be a total yawn. Ah! Norman!
Ruin the Tarantino shot.
I understood that reference. Again, I haven't seen most of his films, but I knew he loved feet from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, it makes it clear. Dude, I rewatched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood this week, and I was like, so many feet.
Yeah. Oh, I still haven't seen that one. Well, I've the only
You should react to that one,
the
man.
only
That's a good movie.
Well, yeah, we have a whole we want me to do just about all his films. The only ones I've seen are Reservoir Dogs, Inglorious, and Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2. Those are the only Tarantino films I've
So
seen.
you've seen half, 4 to 9.
Oh, he only has 9?
Yep. He wants to retire at 10, so he just
Oh, wow.
scrapped his last movie because he wanted to make sure it was his last.
Wow. Okay, so
he wants to make 10 movies, and then
so
he
we
wants
got 6 more for me to do.
to. Yeah. Such a weird rule that he gave himself. He only wants to direct 10 movies.
Hey, 10's my number, so I ain't complete. God,
Cool.
I can't imagine how long this movie took to make in terms of like all the
Everything.
visuals and
The
everything.
movement on a bike. I can't imagine animating a bike.
And we
with
talked about
slow-mo.
and
like
the
that in
shots with
claymation.
the shadows too, and
Look at this lighting. Like every shot, I just pause and go like, gorgeous.
yeah.
You're not creepy.
Darn it.
Cool.
Oh yeah, they're attracted to light. Makes sense. Ah! Grab the book.
Found him.
Ugh.
probably smells so bad,
And he
right?
was
I mean,
already
already.
stinky.
I was gonna say he was
But
already.
add decay to that.
Oh.
Rigor mortis is set in. That's
Yeah, and
gonna
also
be
and
crunchy.
also too, he was grabbing it very firmly when he passed. So.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh. You're gonna have to pry those fingers, kid.
Let go!
Oh, now the uncle just wants a hug.
Yeah. Is he gonna call the Uncle Bernie now?
Gonna get a hug.
Could have a weekend at Bernie's with him.
Ugh.
Yeah.
The dog sounds. Oh, no, not a weekend with that man. I love John Goodman, but no thank you.
Just put some sunglasses on him and
Just
just make
vibe.
him think, make people think he's still alive.
That's beautiful sunset.
Yeah, great job.
I'd imagine they paint that, light it,
I
and then
was-
put the trees in front of it.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Man, I just can't imagine conceiving some of this. I know I said it earlier, but like, how do you mentally start building and then like think of where the camera goes and then add the like? It's just so incredible. Such creativity. And how big all this must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shadow work's great. Seven victims of the witch's curse.
Wish my hair would cooperate like that when it gets messed up.
Same. If I could always have just spikes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Read from the book, stop the curse, go home, and pretend this never happened.
Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there lived a king and a queen in a magnificent castle. What?
Ooh, what you got there, Geekula?
No, give it back!
Oh, can't wait to see everybody's faces when they hear about this
no,
one.
don't, Alvin!
Nobody makes me miss out on a possible date with a girl that almost had some interest in talking to me. You got nothing to say?
Uh-oh.
Dang straight, uh-oh. That's what happens when Alvin gets around here. Uh-oh, is that Alvin?
Cool.
Well, at least people are gonna start believing him now.
Yeah, any minute.
It's her.
Are all seven back?
I think
How'd
you
they
could
do
be
that?
right.
Is that like terry cloth? Looks like texture. So cool.
Alvin, if you want to scare them, why don't you try spelling? Well, he should be an expert. He saw zombie movies.
It's true, but I don't think he's seen him come back from the dead. I think he's used to seeing him dead. Like, I'm sure he's got the knowledge, but that'd be alarming. Wonder if these are modeled after the actual victims of Salem. Is one of the guys gonna be pressed to death? It's haunted me since I was a kid.
Once upon a time, in a far-off...
They just want to hear a bedtime story. Read.
It'd be so cute if they just want to be loved.
You must stop.
What?
God, that voice sounds familiar.
I think I peed my pants.
That would have done way worse than peeing my pants. I would have been just hoping I'm wearing the brown pants.
Oh, the jaw. Did you see that? Like, there was like the jowls of the flesh. That was cool.
God. Oh, I'm gonna kill them.
Oh, are the
No, you're in there.
sister and the
Slumber party's over, dorks.
and the jock brother and the sister? Oh God.
Inevitably.
Can I help you?
Hell yeah.
Cute.
Sorry to bug you so late. Does Neil live here?
Yeah, he's my brother.
Your brother and my brother are like best friends. I'm Courtney.
Hey, Neil, you come here a minute?
Is that Casey Affleck?
I think it is. I was just trying to like filter through all the voices that was close to. I think it's Casey Affleck.
Do you know where Norman is?
He kind of disappeared.
Oh no. Idea. I have no idea where he is. Sorry, bye.
Whoa, Neil.
Yes, Casey Affleck.
It's like that voice sounds so familiar.
He was serious about going up to the old graveyard on his own.
Why'd he go up there?
I don't know. Maybe we should go look for him.
I told you it was trouble. Sorry, but I did.
He sucks.
So when can we go on a date?
I gotta make sure he doesn't, die or anything tonight. Will you help me?
First date.
Okay. I guess I should go get some clothes on.
No clothes.
As is jacked Casey Affleck.
Yeah. I was like trying to deduce his voice like this doesn't sound like your typical high schooler.
This doesn't make any sense.
Wait, where are you going?
Mr. Prendergast, I don't understand. Just tell me what to do.
Dude, what are you doing?
He told me to read from the book to stop the curse.
The zombie said to stop, so I assume.
Something?
7 victims.
Way too awesome to get eaten.
7 graves.
Norman, are you listening to me? You really gotta do something.
Which is grave? It wasn't there. I was reading the book in the wrong place.
Ah, smart.
Hide!
Ooh, that's a haunting shot. Dude, this movie's got some scary images for a children's film.
Yeah, it really does. It's definitely aimed towards kids, but this would be so scary depending on when you watch it.
Right.
Claymation always has an eeriness anyway, so leaning into it.
I mean, bad decision, but I can understand. I'd freak out too.
I wouldn't have chased after him right away, though.
I want to do something that helps people less fortunate than me. Thank you very much.
You look so interested.
Oh yeah, he's very invested this date.
Do you use free weights? Because your deltoids are huge.
I've never used deltoids in my life. I swear, you can test me.
They're both so smart.
Whoa, look at that sky.
Striking image.
Look out!
Oh no!
That was Norman!
Oh.
Is everyone okay?
No.
It looked like there was some damage on the car.
Is he dead or what?
I don't know. He's not moving.
Great, now he's gonna haunt you, and we're gonna call the sequel I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh.
Not exactly.
I don't think he's gonna fit in that raincoat.
Yeah.
Does anyone know CPR or...
Run!
Yes, he's holding the head.
I like how this dude's all skips like that. The 4-bat's
Yeah.
That was cool.
What just happened?
Zombies, I swear, okay? We saw them burst out of their graves. Just so you know, I totally saved his life, and I could totally save yours.
Sorry, who are you?
Drive.
Should actually drive away now.
Oh, right.
I really figured it was just gonna be Norman and...
Oh no.
I just figured it was gonna be Norman and the other kid. I didn't think they'd have
Yeah,
this
like
whole
a whole
group.
team.
Yeah.
It's way more Goonies now.
Yeah.
The older big brother.
Yeah. Good call, yeah.
That zombie bit really threw me.
Why'd you have to go and get everyone involved in all your weird stuff?
Well, you weren't supposed to follow me, were you?
Sorry, my fault. When I'm nervous, I get mouth diarrhea.
You don't understand. I'm the only one who can stop this, Courtney.
Oh, I understand. I understand that this is all getting completely out of
Dude, slam on the brakes. It always works in movies.
What do we do? What do we do? Mitch!
I don't know.
You're the oldest.
Not mentally.
Supposed to read from the book at the witch's grave.
We've got to go back to the graveyard.
She wasn't buried with the others. I don't know where else to look.
Well, you better think of something quick.
Oh, I have an idea.
Young Jesus.
You guys all go on this this big supernatural adventure, and you're calling me in the middle of the night because you need someone to help you do your homework?
Yeah.
Physically ramming the van.
We need to find out where the witch is buried.
People found guilty of witchcraft weren't considered people anymore. Your witch was buried someplace else, in an unmarked grave. Do something!
That was not the way to throw it.
Out the window, out the window.
No, I would Google this myself if there wasn't a 300-year-old dead guy
Okay,
trying to
so
rip my
Google
face off.
exists.
So it's not 90s.
Okay.
Unless it's late 90s, early 2000s?
Old Town Hall.
That
on
is an
Beach
old
Street.
website.
That is
There may
old.
be a
It could
record
be
of her
late 90s,
execution and burial in their archive.
Quick, she said go to the town hall.
Oh, is that the thespian teacher?
Yeah, but looking like a witch. Up, new lovers. Nope. I was wondering if they were going to see her like a monster.
That's what I was thinking too.
Not believing in the afterlife is like not believing in astrology.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Seriously, where did you learn that?
Calm down.
You know what that van kind of looks like that he's driving in? Because this feels like an homage to a lot of Tim Burton stuff. It looks like the van in Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, it does a bit.
That
I wonder if that was.
That Anthony Michael Hall's character drives.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh. Right
into the auto shop to get repaired.
Yeah, we're fine.
It's
no
good.
problem.
All's well.
Baby, I'm so sorry. You'll be all right. We're gonna get through this together.
I'm not gonna lie, that one threw me off. That was good.
Was a dope fan, bro.
Come on.
The colors are really cool.
Perfect. Now the geeks are in charge.
The Geek Jacks.
Thank you, Leslie Mann's daughter.
Evil dies tonight.
His van was in the movie.
That's true. But now we got to hear it over 200 times
Yeah,
to understand the point.
Really, without that, what are we? Trick or trim?
This is awful.
Hung and dried.
Come on. Is everyone all right? Nobody got bitten?
I bet.
Does anyone know how to pick a lock?
Sure, picking locks is my thing.
Crime Prevention Seminar.
Hey, he did
There's
it.
some good irony in here.
He didn't say he would do it the proper way, but he did it. Freaky.
That's cool. Oh, found his owner.
This is it.
This is?
Now we can find out where the witch was buried.
Like a million files? Yeah.
It would be
right when
1700s?
Yeah, right when we went on that close-up shot, I was like,
I mean, that'd be like 100 years of records before everything got computerized, at least.
Zombies take over the world and we lock ourselves in a library? Are you kidding me? There's an adult video store just across the street.
Page 1.
asbestos.
You.
Yeah, like stuff like yes,
This
of
curls
course.
in. I get that.
Yeah, I do that wherever I go. But like stuff like that's gonna go way over the kids' heads.
Yeah, that's for the parents.
Yeah. Well, it's like when we watched the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Like when he said, "Whoa, Dad, you're flying. It's okay. I'm used to it, and I lived through the '60s." I'm like, "What does that mean?" And then when I grew up and I watched, it, I was like,
"Oh,
now I
that's
understand."
a weird joke, Dad.
Now I get it. Awesome shot.
It's a different dynamic than you usually see, like people fighting back and them being afraid
usually,
and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Usually it's just running away.
It's just zombies winning.
Would have been a quiet night, too, if it hadn't been for those meddling kids.
Scooby-Doo.
Nice. Hitting the classics.
What do you think you're doing firing at civilians? That is for the police to do.
We've only been shooting at the dead ones. It's the living dead coming to take us all to hell. We gotta stop them before they get away.
Damn, I would have loved to have seen the parent, especially the dad's reaction to hearing what that we just heard.
Yeah, I'm really curious how the dad's gonna react to all these dead, proof of dead.
I want to hire these thespian actors.
Not the mixer.
Move along now, people. There isn't anything to see here. I saw them. I saw them. They're in the town hall.
Are they gonna mistake her? Or, oh no.
And let slip the dogs of war. Let's rip them apart.
Yes, that we understand.
We're not gonna find it in here, Norman.
I know, and it's also really boring.
I thought I was driving the van. Told me I was gonna have to do this other dumb stuff.
If I'd known there was so much reading involved, I would have brought a completely different group of people.
That's a good line.
That is right, 26 pages. Oh, yeah.
I would have brought a completely different group of people that hate me.
I'm
Guys,
supposed to be vegan.
there's something moving out there. I think it's the zombies. Hide! Oh, no, it's not. It's just grown-ups.
Hide! Alvin.
Oh, that sound? You know what that is? That's not awesome thing.
I'm scared, Norman, and I can't listen to this anymore.
You never listen. I'm scared too, but I've still got to do this.
I do too, listen. Whatever it was you just said.
I should have known you wouldn't understand. No one ever does.
Norman, you need to stop all this weird stuff and start living in the real world.
Everyone in the real world thinks I'm a freak. Maybe I am a freak, but I never asked for your help. Just go. Get out.
I'm not going anywhere. You can't make me.
That's a really buff guy who has never taken deltoids saying that too.
Never. You can prove it.
Excuse me. Hello?
Don't interrupt them. They're singing Kill the Beast.
Classic zombie shots. I like the inversion though. Like they're hunting and the humans are the zombies.
Hello?
Somebody help me!
Oh, damn. Block it.
It's right there, kid. I did like that they didn't, like, statistically, you'd never find the record they were looking for, and they didn't. Like, usually you'd, like, have the 1 minute scene, and then you'd, aha!
Right, it's like, how'd they find that?
Yeah, this actually is honest.
Norman, get down from there this instant! You're supposed to be grounded!
Good
Effective,
parenting.
Jeff Garlin.
Is this what you want?
Necromancer!
Why are you doing this?
Oh.
Cool. Not what I expected.
Is that the 7?
Yeah, there's 3 and 1, it looks like.
It is passed on you according to your grievous crimes. Execution!
Oh, the witch was just a kid.
I'll not risk damnation on these good people.
No, you can't do
are
this.
to be taken
I didn't
to the
do
place
anything
of
wrong.
execution.
It's a little girl.
Sorry.
All those miniature books.
How could you?
Pretty messed up.
We need you to read from the book to send us all back to the grave.
The book's got a hole in it.
It's a fairy tale. Just a bedtime story.
That's the grave.
A bedtime story to keep a little girl asleep for another year. And now you need my help because I'm the only one who can read it to her?
Did we establish this happens every year?
Here's your book. Try reading it yourself. Why did you do it?
We were scared.
Of what?
I think he can relate to that.
I believed we were doing what was right. I was wrong.
You think?
Every year, someone reads the story at her grave. Before me, it was Mr. Prendergast. But the curse doesn't ever go away.
Yeah, can he break it?
I've got to go talk to her.
I mean, yeah, he can reason and hopefully sympathize with her because he's been her, other than the being executed part.
The whole being alive.
If we die tonight, this may be the last chance I get to tell you how I feel.
Well, no, unless we get brought back as zombies, and then technically we'll have longer.
That's a good point.
Norman?
Come on! This way!
You've got to be kidding me.
Probably should have had Norman go first.
There.
Step away from the zombies!
No, I won't.
Harry! You're gonna have a heart attack, and then what are you gonna do?
I'll come back and haunt Norman!
The curse isn't about the zombies hurting you. It's about you hurting them. I figured it out, and I know a way to stop this.
He's in league with them!
Oh my goodness.
Then let's burn him!
Can you stop being a mob?
Oh, I hate mob attacks.
Leave him alone!
Oh, sis sticking up.
You all need to stop trying to kill my brother. You're adults. Stop it.
All night, he's been trying to save you from the witch's curse.
And all you want to do is burn and murder stuff. Burn and murder stuff.
That was a nice word salad.
They did something unforgivable because they were scared and they were cursed for it. They were just like you, but now it has to stop.
He appealed to their humanity and compassion. I love it.
Jeez, what is her problem?
I mean, a whole town was established off her murder. People have profited.
Yeah.
She was killed as a child.
So what do we do now? I really don't know.
Yes, you do, Norman. You've got to get to that witch's grave. We didn't turn away when Dale Ridge High was slaughtering our volleyball team, did we?
I thought we did.
No, we didn't. I'm not letting you give up now.
Dad, could I borrow the car?
Excuse me?
Dude, how are you not believing in, like, with your son? Look up.
He's got a zombie in his car, though. He's trying. He's trying to be an accommodating dad. Witchy wieners. Itchy wieners. That's funny.
Boy, the traffic tonight, huh?
Like literal apocalypse happening around them as they're driving mundanely and slowly.
He says take a left here.
We've already been this way. We're going around circles.
Man, I want to know what the price at the gas station was.
In this 90s, 2000s.
You think maybe we should stop at a graveyard and dig up some other 18th century corpses?
It's not a bad idea.
I wish I understood you.
Is that what every husband says to a wife, Coy?
I wish I understood you. I haven't gotten there yet. So far, so good. But maybe after a zombie apocalypse and 2 kids.
Why are we here?
Someone's got to talk to her, Dad.
Why is that person you, exactly?
Because I speak to dead people. I'm Haley Joel Osment.
Oh, my goodness. Look out! Mom! Ah! Harry, do something!
I am trying!
Norman?
I'm okay, Mom!
Just you now, kid.
God, I can't imagine how long it took to come up with the visuals for this.
Staggering.
Years.
Hello?
You're not welcome here. Go away.
This kid is you, just alive.
We're actually kind of the same, you and I.
You're not dead.
Well, no, apart from that.
And you're a boy.
Oh, well, yes.
Okay, that's 2 things. Maybe this is how he was born with the ability.
Yeah, they're like related in some way.
You don't know anything about me.
I know your name is Agatha Prendergast.
What?
Was Agatha all along?
It's a good witch name.
And we're like only 11 years old.
I don't want to go to sleep.
And you can't make me.
Ooh, creepy.
There are some scary ass images. This film gets really dark at times too.
Go, kid, go. With everything being tangible, you felt an actual sense of danger with those spikes and the speed and everything. That was cool.
100%.
I burnt the book into dust. Now I don't have to listen to that stupid story anymore.
Dude, you're hurting a kid that didn't do anything to you.
She could see and do things that no one could understand, and that made them scared of her. I don't like this story.
It's like both of their stories in one, intertwined.
And it's a precautionary tale for him.
Stop it!
Wow.
The more she turned away from people, the more scared they were of her. And they did something terrible. They became so scared that they took her away and they killed her. I'll make you suffer! You're just like them, Agatha. No, I'm not. You're a bully.
Cool.
You did something awful, but that doesn't mean you should too. All that's left of you now is mean and horrible.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Leave me alone. But you're not alone. Get away from me. Remember.
That was a beautiful fade to white transition.
And the silence.
Such an adorable little girl.
But I don't think you're a witch.
You don't?
I think you're just a little kid with a really special gift who only ever wanted people to understand her.
I definitely think they're meant to be related with the eyebrows.
Just because there's bad people out there, that there's no good ones either. But there's always someone out there for you. Somewhere.
Serene background and like all the green is so warm and pleasant. But there's still like a coldness with the story.
Broke the curse. Poor Aggie. That's so messed up what they did. Like she's not she's a little girl and she wasn't physically hurting anyone.
Superstitious people in 1600s, man.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. I feel ya. I remember reading The Crucible. I'm like, this is a messed up shit.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you see them before they go away. They're original. Just townsfolk 400 years ago.
Yeah, messed up townsfolk.
Oh, yeah, horrible. But now, not zombies. And now trust Norman.
No, he's still crazy.
Weird kid. What a hallucination.
This was a bad nightmare. This didn't happen. Norman's still crazy, Coy.
Norman! My brave little man! I thought I was gonna lose you.
Great hair care in that family.
Good job, Norman.
Well done, son. You did it.
You're not crazy. I shall acknowledge this. I'll just say you did it instead.
You join a mob and you say things. I was merely inhabiting.
I know. Evil dies tonight. Such a weird thing to say.
Me and Norman are in a lot of the same classes. And we do a lot of psychic investigations together. We have a blog, actually. You should check it out.
Yeah, you see how I spell on that blog.
You're gonna love my boyfriend. He's like a total chick flick nut.
Amazing drop at the end. Oh, that's so good. Because his dismissiveness it was general. So, of course, he treated her that way. Like, he was always aloof.
I just wanted to say thanks. You stood by me. All the time.
Yeah, of course. Don't get weird or anything. You think now everything's gonna turn back to normal?
Well, as normal as it could be.
Oh, stop it!
Whose lives have been ruined by last night's mystery tornado.
Mystery tornado.
Son?
Hi, Dad.
What are you watching?
A scary movie.
Oh, yeah.
Mom's right next to you.
Your grandma here, is she? Right, of course she is. Is she sitting next to me?
It's gonna say that it's okay.
So
they're a family again. Nothing like a zombie apocalypse.
The family moment, plus also a little bit of sarcasm, but he's trying. That was a really cute little button.
Yeah. Hey, very nice. Now I really want to see Coraline.
Oh, dude, Coraline's exceptional. Travis Knight. Oh, that's who that was. Kodi Smit-McPhee.
In the circus, they called him Kurt Wagner.
Tucker Albrizzi, I don't know.
Anna
Kendrick. I'm shocked I didn't place that at any point. Yep, called that one. I like the old 50s motif they've got going here. Yep.
McLovin called that one. Jeff Garlin, I would imagine, is next.
I think we got most of them. I definitely can't believe I didn't get Anna Kendrick, though.
Oh, you remember Bernard Hill?
Yeah.
King Theoden?
I think that's everybody. All right. Alex Bernstein. I love her.
Oh, isn't she in
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, John Goodman, you called it?
And she was in Family Guy, right? All right, let's get into some SpongeBob now.
Yep, we're playing SpongeBob movie Primetime Emmys one-time nominee 2019. If you are listening to us on Spotify and iTunes, we just watched ParaNorman for the very first time. I have a lot of love for the style, the aesthetic, the visuals, the creativity, the pure wonder. I definitely had moments where I was aware it was skewing younger, but it had enough I found every 5 minutes or so there'd be a joke that would bring me back in. So that really worked for me, and the visuals were nothing short of miraculous. That was a really special experience.
Yeah, and also, too, if you like these tees, rejectnationshop.com. Look cool like us.
You can look like Christmas, too.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Also, the visuals, I mean, I mentioned quite a bit. I really like to display my affection and appreciation for those that take such amount of time and care, because I know, I mean, it's just like us. When we mention, to the editors, Prepper and all that, it's a lot of hard work, and especially with these kinds of visuals, with the shadow shots, the spiky hair, it's a lot of attention to detail, and just in little things too, Wednesday, how it was misspelled.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hard work that goes into these things. So that's why if it might seem like we're repeating, or especially me, I'm the ultimate king of repeating, it's because I really have a deep affection for how much I appreciate the hard work that goes into it. It takes a long time to make these shots really count and do it the right way. It's hard because you can make it look like shit so easily. And this looks fantastic. I love the stop motion. And I thought Norman, such a great character. I love just his arc in general. I just love where we start with. You have such a fascinating thing. I mean, I love how right away we just make it very, from the title, I love the title of the film, first of all, but just, by the way, I had never heard of this film when Greg texted us last night, said, I thought he misspelled paranormal.
And because it was late, I was I don't know.
Yeah, I'm he must have misspelled. But yeah, I'd never even heard of this movie. So great.
I had only heard it in passing. So I knew it existed, but I didn't know what it was about.
I didn't even know it existed. But yeah, great title. But then I love at the beginning of this film how, okay, this kid's a major pariah for understandable reasons. If someone says they
talk to the dead,
and they walk around. Yeah, and again, I'm not a judgmental or mean human being, but in my own mind, I'm like,
I'd keep my distance.
Not gonna say anything mean, but I'm gonna go with Coy. I'm gonna keep my distance.
There.
Yeah, I'm not gonna write freak on his locker room.
But I'll definitely be I don't know if I'd want to be alone with him.
Yeah, for sure. But again, I love the journey we go on with this character, and it was great. And also, too, the interactions we see with these other characters. I love how, too, it's also paying homage to so many other films that came before it.
Yeah.
You got the Halloween. You got Friday the 13th. You got the Goonies. It literally turned into the Goonies.
The audio cues, a couple, Halloween was the most obvious, but there were moments I was like, I think that's a blank. It was really cool. They got motifs in there.
Yeah, and obviously a major homage to Tim Burton as well.
Yeah.
You could tell as well. I really, really appreciated and loved this film. I also thought, too, what I loved about Norman, for a kid who was viewed as, and again, in his mind, he actually sees these dead people. This is really happening for him. And again, you can understand the town, even though I don't understand judging people in a mean, ostracizing way as they did. I understand why they think he's weird. Totally understandable. But I don't understand why they would be such pieces of shits to him, especially it's being a little kid. The point I'm making is, what I loved about Norman is, through all the horrific interactions he had been through with kids at school and adults, he still was a good person, a good little kid at the end of the day. He still did what was right.
Yeah.
And he still had his humanity, he still had compassion. And I appreciated that about his character. He easily could have been a little shit. And I would have been hey, I get it. People are awful.
Yeah.
let them suffer, let them die, let this ghostly, let this little girl who was wrongly, taken from life by these other horrific, like this town just has the worst people apparently. But let this curse thing eradicate this place from Earth. I would have understood where he's coming from, with how he's being treated. But no, he's still decided to do what was right, and I like that message. You know what I mean?
I like the two wrongs don't make a right at the end.
Absolutely.
Where they also have the
Yes.
parallel between the two of them.
Yes.
I also enjoyed the choice to not make them necessarily related, but homage the idea of it with the eyebrows, where it could have been a 400-year earlier ancestor.
Yeah.
And I really liked the overall idea that like the weird kid, not only the trope of finding other weird kids to be friends with, but letting their specialness be the thing that saves you. That's always like, a nice message to have your oddity be that your strength. But I think especially using this medium to do a horror thing was really cool because Claymation, no matter what it is, like Kubo and the Five Strings or Coraline, which I have seen and I really enjoy, but I'd only seen it last year and it's the 15th year anniversary, so I was quite late on that one as well. But there's always like a spookiness to me. Like the way clay look, it's tangible but almost animated. So there's an uncanny valley thing where like your brain's putting together all these different colors, but you can actually tactilely see how it's lit with natural lighting. I think the way it was used here was stunning because it allowed for things like those spikes and motion to feel so much more tangible and real, and that allowed the spookiness to feel more like nightmarish or dreamlike. There was a lot of dreamlike imagery, which I think really worked. Like the terry cloth for the clouds and the sunset was actual lighting, and like those things were really cool. So I think it added to the story. I definitely think at times the story is predictable, but it's a young, skewing movie, so I was okay with that. And it did a thing where it took a left just often enough with its humor or with some of its choices that it stayed engaging. And I think Laika is one of those studios like Pixar where even if the story or some of the jokes aren't for you, the visual splendor will always keep you enamored visually. Like you could pause this movie and just hold on a frame and be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So Laika is one of those studios I'm just always impressed by, and I had a great time with this one.
That's a good point because there were times I'm like, I'm loving that we're reacting to it, but there's also times I'm like, shit, I want to pause and like just be
admire.
Yes, exactly. Which I'm gonna go back and watch this for sure. This is also one of those animated films. Like for me, my favorite types of animated films are ones that are for children and for adults, and I feel like this hit the nail for both.
Sure, dude, you're gonna love Coraline. Like I'm
I
excited.
really want to see it now so bad.
If we don't react here, that's a good Halloween. Like we're spooky season.
No, you must wait 9 more
9
years.
10-year anniversary of the reaction to Coraline.
Yes.
But yeah, I had a really good time with this. You want to do some trivia?
Yeah, there it is. I was like, did the ghost take it?
It's
the
gone.
Zombies
Norman
took it?
has it.
I knew it. Damn you, Norman. All right, ParaNorman. Let's see what we got here. Oh, first of all, this is a game I like to play now with everyone. Out of 10 on IMDb rating, what would you guess the average rating is out of 10 for this film?
8.2.
7.0.
Okay.
Still pretty good.
I give it a 7. So that's actually, like, I was thinking this was a 3.5 for me, which would be a 7. So that works. 3.5 out of 5 is what I was going to rate it. So I line up with IMDb.
The circle, there we go. Finally stopped. It's like 10 seconds of circles. All right, here we go. Animating the cheesy horror film that Norman is watching at the start of the film was reportedly very difficult for the filmmakers as they had to intentionally make a bad film, bad camera angles, poor focus, bad acting, etc., while still working in the very technically demanding confines of stop-motion animation.
Imagine spending months on something that was like bad, like when your instinct is to make these beautiful shots. That's funny.
Yeah. No, they probably got, what's his name, Ed Wood to do this. Never actually seen that.
I haven't actually either. Oh, that'd be a good spooky season one.
By the way,
Brag,
guess whose favorite movie of all time that is? Our boy John.
That's his favorite of all time?
#1 favorite movie ever.
We should do a 3-person reaction and just have it like, because I wanted to watch Fight Club with John because he hadn't seen it. It'd be fun to watch John's favorite movie with John, having two of us.
I've only seen Fight Club one time.
Favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, it's a good one. Uh-oh. There's an after credit scene.
Oh, is there? We didn't get it.
Yeah. Should we go back and...
I don't know if it can we? Oh, there we go.
Back always works. But it says after credit. Should I fast forward a little?
Yeah, if we can. Oh, good. You got a 10-second thing. This is thrilling for the people on Patreon. Thrilling!
Well, this is on YouTube right now, actually.
This movie?
No. What we're doing right now. This is on YouTube.
Oh. You guys get the full experience of the chaos.
Dude, I love this animation.
Yeah, the previs style.
I know,
all these incredible artists. All these talented people.
We appreciate This would take a lot of people if what this movie had to
Also,
do.
good use of Jack White in the credits. I wanted to give that some love.
Oh, here we go.
I like Jack White quite a bit, and it fit the tone.
I'll read the after.
Oh, it's 2012. Like
it said, just so you guys know, it said, in Coy's defense, it said 2022 on there.
And I thought, okay. Like, I would have remembered this. I would have heard about this. Oh, cool.
Whoa. Oh, my God.
That's incredible.
Is this Norman they're making?
Yeah. I saw Norman body written in the back of
Oh. Damn. Oh, wow.
That's surreal. And then they just smooth out his eyes. Wow. That's insane.
Very nice, Laika.
Just knowing the work. Yeah, I thought it was 2000. I didn't think it was 2022. I felt like we would have heard about it.
Yeah, but also, too, when it said Kodi Smit-McPhee, I was like, he sounds really young.
Yeah.
How did he get the childlike voice?
And Amazon is wrong.
Guys, it says 2022 right here. So I'm sure for those of you who didn't make it this far, there's probably a lot of comments. Damn it, Coy, it's 2012.
I was lied to.
It says right
12 years ago. So this came out.
Defend.
Thank you. This came out right before Coraline, because 2022 would have been 12 years ago, and Coraline's 15. Right after Coraline. So this is the movie after Coraline.
If this is being honest,
yeah, who knows?
Well, no, it's 2009. So yeah, this is
the movie right after.
Yeah.
So 3 years later, they did like the kid version. Yeah. Coraline's like a little girl.
So there is an after credit scene showing a time lapse of the designing and construction in a workbench of the Norman character, which ends up with Norman coming to line as if waking up from sleep and leaving the scene.
Adorable.
Cool.
Seen it.
During the last few weeks leading up to the film's release, Laika sent 49 packages to 49 people, including Neil Gaiman and Kevin Smith and Jenny, the blogger's loss, and each package consisted of a wooden crate from Blythe Hollow full of grave dirt, which recipients had to dig through to unearth a coffin. Inside the coffin was one of the 7 cursed zombies, complete with background information and name.
That's clever. I wonder if Kevin still has his.
Yeah, I would love to ask him about that. The film company Laika used 3D printers to generate all of the different faces needed for the characters, except for the zombies, which had mechanical faces with silicone skins.
Cool.
Damn, the details, dude. A vending machine is shown to sell Cujos, a direct reference to the 1983 film Cujo.
Yep.
It even has a dog as a logo.
Yep.
The details, the details, the details. I actually never... Have you seen that film?
Cujo? No.
Yeah. I know it's a Stephen King, right?
Yeah, I like Stephen King, but I haven't seen that one.
Final film of Elaine Stritch before her death on January 17, 2014. Rest in peace. The story is set in the town of Blythe Hollow, whose name is a mashup of 2 other stories. I was thinking Sleepy Hollow. I knew it. Noel Coward's Blythe Spirit and Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Because whenever we were in the woods, I was thinking, like, visual reminder. I'm like, this reminds me of Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
I was thinking that. I was actually about to make that reference. I was like, I can't tell if this is like Tim Burton's Batman 1989 when Michael Keaton, after the museum.
Woods.
Well, yeah, when you were going to the woods to the Batcave. You remember the wood shots?
Is that Tim Burton sees the woods?
Yeah.
I think it just directs everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
or
woods.
if this is the Sleepy Hollow's woods. I couldn't tell, but clearly it's Tim Burton's woods. Norman's ringtone is Halloween movie theme song. Yeah, well, that one was obvious. The film was shot using a Canon 5D Mark II DSLR camera. To generate the 3D effects, the camera was mounted on a special rig that would take one shot, then slide to a slightly different viewpoint to take another shot.
And then that's insane. Also, a 5D shoot in this is awesome.
That's crazy.
I think we use a 5D in some of our stuff.
Yeah. Save for Judge Hopkins, the 7 cursed zombies are not referred to by name, but they did have names. The aforementioned Judge Hopkins, Eben Hardwick, Thaddeus Blackton, Lemuel Spalding, Amelia Wilcott, Goody Temper, and Weil London. So next time you watch this, now you have
eyes
names.
Peeled on those gravestones. I got it.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
I think that's when they flash by. I was trying to read them.
That's a good point. True. Yeah, again, it's happening so fast, hard to tell. At the beginning of the film, Norman is watching a scary movie. The actress is modeled after Jamie Lee Curtis in 1978's Halloween, while the plot is a spoof of 1968's The Night of the Living Dead.
I thought it was Scream Queen vibes.
Yeah, that's
Curtis.
True. Very good point. I'll just do 2 more, and we'll call it a day. The brand name seen on Mr. Prendergast's underwear is Mr. Fell, after co-director Sam Fell. Mitch wears Mr. Butler underwear after co-director Chris Butler. I like that.
Cute.
Inserting your names in as Easter eggs. That's how you do it. All right, last one. Jeff Garlin based his performance of Perry Babcock. I like that name. Perry Babcock on his best friend Judd Apatow.
Ha! Leslie Mann's husband.
Yeah.
Who played his wife.
Yes, that's
so
true.
So he based his performance on the husband of
yeah.
role he was playing. He's like, if I'm going to play your husband, I'll play your husband.
Exactly. It's very meta
Yes.
connected.
He could have killed him.
Yeah.
That was a delight. Thank
I really
you, Laika,
enjoyed it.
for all that you've done.
And again, this is why I enjoy being on this channel. Like, I didn't even know this movie existed.
Power.
But this is what, like, again, we've done so many, even you and I together, we've done so many reactions on movies I've never seen that I've loved. And this is why I love doing these things for the first time and getting, to do it in front of you guys. Like,
so it's thanks to you. So
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Please leave a like because that allows this to keep happening. Leave a comment. Let us know if you knew it was 2022 or 2012. Also, let us know if you'd seen it before. Yeah, what a journey. Laika, so much love. Hit that subscription bell if you haven't yet, because we'll be back for so much more, especially this spooky season. We'll see you soon, Reject Nation. Much love. Bye.
Wow, if there's someone's diary I would love to read, it would be Mikhail Linden's.
Yeah.
It would just be like, James Bond. Oh, James Bond. Oh, I'm Swedish.
Mr. James Bond Linden.
Sweden. Why can't James Bond just be in Sweden? Oh, my gosh.
Diary of a Wimpy Swede.
I can't imagine what's in there. You know what? I can, because it's an improv shout-out. That I would know that what's in there is your plans, your diabolical plans.
Yeah.
To assassinate the next person who's playing Bond.
That's right.
Because it's just going to be casting that will upset you because you're a fanatic. You're one of them hardcore fans who just hates whenever there's a casting announcement.
Those are Mikhail's rules.
And he has prepped himself ready to annihilate the next person who's going to play James Bond. And that's why we need to get our hands on a diary. But here's a problem, John. John, can I tell you my problem?
Please tell me.
The problem is I think it's really invasive to look through someone's diary. Like if I was a cop, SWAT member, you name it, bad boy detective, divorcee from this previous shout out. I'm this other guy, Gary Busey. Take it away, John.
Yeah, Mikhail. We're going to go eat a meatball sub.
That's me right there, hanging out with Gary Busey. And I'm there, I'm rating, and I'm like, wow, there's like 1,000 bottles of lube here. I don't know what I'm going to do. Freak offs, but I would never go through the diary. I would never go through the diary.
No,
so
it's not your business.
Because of my moral standards,
don't look at the tapes.
I would not be able
Read all
to
the
catch
pamphlets,
you.
Watch the tapes.
Next thing you know,
next thing you know, you're freaking off with
Chris
Mikhail.
Pratt cannot play.
Kills James Bond.
Can't play Bond now because Mikhail,
dude,
took him out. Like the freak he is.
We finally got there. How could you?
How could you? Because you can. Because I believe in your tenacity to succeed. Shouts out to you, Mikhail.